let's get a call from Nick. You're on Sports Talk. Hello, Nick.
Hey, John and Jimmy, how y'all doing this afternoon?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. John, I don't know if you remember me, but I was the gentleman that had the Alabama blog site, and I tried to get an interview with you, but I just kept missing you. I kept getting tied up, and unfortunately I didn't get the opportunity to interview you, but I wanted to come on your show and tell you that you and Jimmy do a great job, and also let you guys know that I have decided to launch a interactive blogspot network in which all 12 SEC teams will have their own blog page. So not only will I be doing the Tide Times, but I'll also be covering other teams the other teams in the conference as well. And I should have that up and running within the next week or so. And I'll also have a independent Yahoo website to market everything and for the advertising end of it also. So it'll have its own independent server. It should be a professional type deal once I get it all done and taken care of. And Jimmy, I've got somebody on the line here that wants to say hello to you that knows you from Knoxville. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I ran into you last week. Dan in Birmingham, I gave you the business cards and everything. But yeah, you guys do a great job. I just want to get your thoughts, Jimmy. Who wins the East and West?
It's a pretty easy pick in the East with Florida. Everybody that was at Media Days took Florida, and it makes sense to do that. I really struggle with picking the West. I think it's a three-team race. I ended up with LSU because I think they have the best all-around team, but they have the toughest schedule. Alabama has the best coach, and Ole Miss has the best quarterback. So it really was a toss-up. I'm having trouble seeing Ole Miss with the tag, the target that is on them, winning the West. While I think they have a really good team and a lot of good players, I just think they're going to stumble along the way, just as they did early last season under Houston Nutt. I think the last two games they probably should win, they won't. And then I don't know that Alabama's offense is going to be quite good enough to pull off what Alabama did a year ago. So I'm leaning toward LSU, but I wouldn't be surprised at any of those teams winning the West.
How big of a difference does John Chavis make for LSU?
It's huge. LSU's defense last year was 9th in the SEC. I think their defense will be in the top 3 or 4 this year. I think he's that good. He'll make that much of a difference. You had too much talent at LSU. It was obvious they had a ship without a rudder last year, and I think that now with John Chavis, he's got a really good secondary. He's got some good defensive linemen, good linebackers, but he's going to make a huge difference in LSU's defense. And I think Jordan Jefferson, maybe I'm swayed too much by what he did late in the season, in particular in the bowl game. I think he's going to be an effective quarterback in the SEC. In fact, he may end up being one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. So, based on that, I'm leaning toward LSU.
Well, Jimmy, if I could have a few more seconds of your time, could I get a quick plug out for my Tide Times website for the Bama fans that may be up there until I get this other network launched?
Okay, quickly.
Okay, sure. It's www.thetidetimes.blogspot.com. That's www.thetidetimes.blogspot.com. And again, I'll call back next week when we get the network launched and let the Tennessee fans know about that website also.
Nick, we appreciate it.
Thanks, John and Jimmy.
All right, let's go.